Hello everyone and welcome back to another NASCAR Racing 2003 live stream. How is everyone doing today? Thank you very much for joining in. As you can tell by the title of today's video, we are going to be trying something a little different today, and this suggestion was courtesy of my Patreon supporter Jay Barker. Thank you so much for the suggestion. Hopefully I don't let you down with this video, but we are going to be trying to rewrite the 2006 Indy 500 finish. Apparently Jay is a big Andretti fan, particularly of Marco. He was not pleased with the finish with the last second pass of Sam Hornish Jr. on Marco Andretti. So we are going to be trying to rewrite the Indy 500 to have Marco Andretti win the 2006 Indy 500. Alright, so first we need to get onto the right car. Not Ryan Blaney. Shoot, which number was Marco Andretti? I can't remember. So you guys are going to be seeing a lot of setup in this one, so I apologize, but I want to try to get every little detail accurate. Alright, Marco was number 26, that's right. Alright, so before I set up for the video, I want to thank you guys for joining in. Right off the bat, if you guys could please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet already, I would really appreciate it. While you are doing that, for those of you interested, I'm currently streaming over on Twitch. If you'd like to go follow me and watch these streams over on there. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter. Last but not least, if you'd like to help support this channel like Jay, please go check out my Patreon page to look at the various rewards for various pledges you can get in return. Thank you so much to Ryan Fitzy, Tommy Joyce, Kingster Cole, and Jay Barker for your support on there. Really appreciate it, guys. And for all you $5 plus pledgers, I just posted 3 new reenactments the other day that won't be available for the public until Friday. So if you can't wait, please feel free to go check out my Patreon page to figure out how you can watch them right now. Alright, now that I'm done whoring myself out, let's get into the subject of today's video. Jumping in a time machine, going back to 2006 in May, and seeing if we can restore the glory of the Indy 500 to the Andretti name. So once I'm done selecting the cars, I will I have a little bit more detailed look. I'll actually read out Jay's message so we can get exactly what he wants read out loud. And also so I can refresh myself as to what I need to do. Alright, 26. Andretti. There we go. Yeah, he was the blue NYSE paint scheme. There we go. Marco Andretti. Alright, so from what I remember in the message, there's a 4-lap restart at the end, and I've been quickly glancing at the video so I can get the correct starting lineup. Alright, so here yeah, alright, so instead of a Can I Recreate, how about a new series called Can I Rewrite, excuse me. It's for the Indy 500 month. How about the 2006 Indy 500 finish? On the final restart, Marco Andretti was leading. I gotta correct you on that. Rewatching the race, it was actually Michael Andretti leading on the final restart. Marco was in second, and there's a few lap cars in between them, but Marco catches him pretty quickly. But yeah, it was technically an Andretti. Michael Andretti was second. Yeah, I think you got that backwards, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to rewatch the video. Sam Hornish third. Use the Savegame Editor to do the starting lineup. So for the final restart, I recommend a 4-lap race. I'll get into that in a little bit. I think the shortest I can do is 10. I was looking in the track INI to see if I could edit it at all, and I'm not sure if I could find it. Increase the bunching distance to 10 for the single file restarts. Savegame Editor for the restart lineup. And then win the Indy 500. Bring the greatness back to the Andretti name. A bunch of other suggestions, but for this I want to do the 2006 Indy 500. So back to that. Alright, so speaking of which, alright, thank you to Ryan Holman for the capture. Alright, so yeah, Michael Andretti, current leader, on the final restart. Yeah, if you listen to the commentary and watch the ticker. Yeah, he said Marco 4 cars back. He started with some lapped cars in between. Brian who? Alright, so yeah, it's Michael Andretti in first on the final restart. Marco in second. Scott Dixon in third, and then Hornish Jr. is in fourth on that final restart. Alright, so that, along with, we got racingreference.info over here, so we can have the final running order. For the top 5, I'm going to do what that restart was. For everyone else, I'm going to just have it what it is on here. 1st through 20th, because as you see, 21st on back, everyone has crashed out. And so, yeah. Although I'm going to have to see what those few lapped cars, who those guys were, and possibly put them in second and third. Then have the running order of Marco, Dixon, Hornish Jr. on back after those lapped cars. I'll have to re-listen to that commentary. Alright, so back into the game. So first of all, we need to take this 2006 IndyCar car set and get rid of 6 drivers to narrow it down to the 20-car field that was remaining. So we got to do this by number. Alright, so back into racingreference.info, I just clicked on number so we can see the running order of the cars by number. Alright, so there's 2 number 2s. Who's the number 1 car? We don't have a Michael. Well, I might have to get that scheme from a different year. I'll have to see if there's a Michael Andretti from a different year, number 1. I'm sure there is with a similar paint scheme. But we got to get rid of the number 2 and number 3 because they crashed out. So we're just trying to make this car set for the restart as accurate as possible. I apologize for you guys having to sit through all the setup stuff in the early part of the stream. I know it's a little boring, but I'm sure some of you want to see what I'm doing here. Alright, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We all got 14 and 15 are out. Alright, there was 14 and 15. Alright, I think I have to keep going. Danica. Oh my goodness, she finished in 8th. Would you look at that? Number 17 is out. Number 18 is out. Alright, and then we'll bring in the missing numbers later, just from different years. Similar paint schemes. I suppose I should get some shout-outs in, shouldn't I? How are you doing? Tropical Cyclone, Miles TV, Caleb Smith, Ryan Fitzy, Bonzi Hunter, RB Gardner, Doge Meme, the Hendervengers, Elon the NASCAR Fan 24, Cito Brown, Typical, Jay Barker, the creator of this video, The Extreme, Blue Bunny 345, Gordon Ramsay, Jeffrey Earnhardt V12, or V2, excuse me, Sylvie Gang, Dominic Trains and Movies, Jerry Stoner. Alright. So yeah, just like I said, I apologize for you guys having to sit through this boring stuff. I'm sure a couple of you guys want to see what's going on. Alright, there's no number 36. I knew that Citgo car was going to be. Alright, so first off, let's save this as 2006 Indy 500. There we go. Alright, so we left off the number. Alright, so Ed Carpenter. So we got 20, 21, 26, 27 are in. Al Unser Jr. and Larry Foyt in the 31 and 41 are out, which they aren't in here, so that's not an issue. Dario Franchitti's number 27 that he flipped back-to-back weeks later on the same year. No, excuse me. The next year. It was 2007, not 2006. Eddie Cheever. Max Pappas. I have no idea how to pronounce that dude's name. 51, 52, 55, which we don't have any of. Alright, the 61 is out. 88 is in. 88, 98. We don't have either. Alright. So now that we kind of got this, we got to go fishing for the other guys in different years. Alright, Michael Andretti. There you go. It's probably a different year, but it's the same scheme. So we got Michael down. We had the number 2. No, we don't need number 2 because he crashed out. So we did Helio Castroneves, Vitor Mira. Alright, so we need 4 through 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, got it. 11. Tony Kanaan. Roger Yasukawa. Probably butchered that, but... Alright, what number was he? Number 12. He is still running at the end of the race, so we need to see if we can find him in all the rest of the schemes. Number 12. Here we go. Boom. I don't know if it's the right scheme, but it's the only number 12 with the right name, so I'm assuming it is. Alrighty. Felipe and Budde are out. Danica is in. Do we have number 16? We don't. Alright, so for that we go here. So I don't know what scheme she was running. Is this it? I think. Oh yeah. Yep, I saw her. Yep, you can recognize those eyes anywhere peering through the helmet. Alright, here's her scheme for the 06 500, so we need to go to the number 17s. Was it the 17s or 7s? Back to the 16, excuse me. I'm stupid. Trying to get the exact lineup, all the right schemes. Alright. All those look correct. What are the differences? Alright, one has Meyer and the other two don't. So does hers have Meyer on the top? It doesn't. So it's one of these two right here, which I honestly don't see any difference in, so you can take your pick. Alrighty, 16 is down, 17 and 18 are out, 20, Ed Carpenter, 2021. We have Ed Carpenter, but we don't have 21. Jacques Lazier. Is that related to Buddy? Alright, Lazier. Number 21. We do have him. Alright, so for that, we go back here. I think I spelled that wrong. Oops, missed the Z. I think this is it. Did I spell that right? Holy crap, I did. It's not Jacques Lazier, the Indy 500. Alright, it's the yellow and black one. Right there. Boom. Alright, number 22, AJ Foyt, but I don't believe I saw him on the racingreference.info. And I'm going to do a little bit longer, or like at least an hour and a half, Jay Barker, so don't worry, this setup time isn't really counting against the live stream time. Alright, so yeah, there's no 22. The next number is Marco Andretti. Get rid of Dr. Pepper, get rid of Marty Roth. Alright, so here's the car set for the final restart of the 2006 Indy 500 so far. I'm going to save that. Alright, so number 26 and 27. Who is after that? Al Unser Jr. and 31. In the number 31, excuse me. But he's out, so we don't have to worry about him. Next number we have to worry about that was still running by the end of the race. Eddie Cheever, number 51. Then after this, we are going to do the apply this, or do a, we're going to do a qualifying session. We're going to adjust everyone accordingly using the Savegame Editor. What do you want? What? 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 Of course you stop meowing when I point the microphone at you. And then we're going to apply the Indy 500 ratings using the save game ratings. Alright, so number 51, Eddie Cheever. There we go. Alright, so now we gotta see what his scheme for the 2006 running looked like. David Land probably knows all this stuff in his head. That K, ooh, that's kind of a cool scheme. Simple but cool. There we go. Boom. Alright, so next I believe was number 61. Ari Lyondike Jr. Nope, not number 61. And plus he's not even in it. He was crashed out by that point. Max Pappas, number 52. Alright, that's the only number 52 we got, so boom. .55. I am not even going to attempt that name out of respect of that driver. Although I've got to type it out now. Kosuke. Sure, if I looked up video, I could hear other people pronounce it. Number 55, the Panasonic. Alright, it was the one with the TP TPR on the side, so it was this one. Alright, it's eating a little bit. Tropical Cyclone. Who else is in here? Anyone new? Yakina Jaga, Bonzi Hunter, TNT Productions, Old School NASCAR. How are you doing? Alicia Florence. Ender Avengers. Just like I said, I apologize for this boring first part of the stream, but I'm sure I wanted to do this on the stream as opposed to beforehand, because I'm sure some of you were interested in seeing this part. Alright, so number 61, Ari Leindyke Jr. is out. I do not know how that is pronounced. Brazilian name. Is that kind of like Arden Senna, but a different way of spelling it? Number 88. Alright, so the number 88 and number 98 were the last two running at this point. So number 88. Alright, there's the only number 88 with his name, so boom. And 98. Alright, shoot, I forgot to see who number 98 was. P.G. Jones. Alright. Or was that P.J. Jones? Excuse me, I think I said P.G. Jones. Alright, it's the one with the silver curb logo, I believe. And Indy 500, yeah, I'm just going to assume that's the right year. Alright, so 98, that's the last one we running at the time that we have to worry about. Alright, so we got 3 extra drivers. Alright, so now we need to go through and see which extra ones we've got. I think Robbie Gordon and Townsend Bell. Alright, so number 70 and number 90, are those on here? Townsend Bell is, but he was out. He was crashed out by that point. And number 70 doesn't exist. So we can get rid of those two. Alright, there's one driver in here that shouldn't belong. Number 13. There's no number 13. Alright, so here we got it. Alright, so in the game they're going to be in numerical order, but in racingreference.info I'm going to put them back to their finishing order. So as you can see, 1 through 20 was all the cars still running by the end of the race. And so back in the game, those are the 20 cars we have. Now, using Marco Andretti's car, we are going to... Hopefully I don't have any ride height issues, because I know the user car with the OWR mod at times can look a little sunken into the track. Alrighty, there we go. Perfect. Indianapolis, 2006. I'm just making it easy on myself. I'll do 86. Alright, looked cloudy at that in the race, so we're going to have cloudy weather on. Put the temperature down a little bit so we can get a little closer to IndyCar speeds. Alright, so this is my main concern. Does anyone know what I can do, if I can do anything in the track INI settings to get the max race length of 200 laps down to like 80? So then math-wise, instead of a 10-lap 5% race, it'll be like a 4-lap 10% race. Does anyone know anything about that? Or am I just grasping at straws that don't exist? Matt Thrasher, how are you doing? Alright. Sorry. I know you guys must be having the same reaction. Alright, so I don't think there's anything I can do in regards to that. Oh, I guess I'll turn the chat back on. I can switch back to the game window. Track INI. Alright, so speaking of which, we have the track folder for the 2006 version we're using right here. Here's the track INI. I was looking, I thought there was a spot for like a full race. Default event laps. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. Why couldn't I find that the first time? Alright, I think math-wise, 80. If I do 80, that's the same percentage. I'll equal 4-lap, 5% race. Why did I not see that the first time? Right now I feel stupid. Alright, so now we can go back here. I think we need to exit out the game quickly first, so those settings take effect. Darcy Gregorio. Whoa. That's a cool sounding car outside. Click back on the chat, make sure that ain't frozen. Alright, so we are going to qualify, save the game, exit out, adjust the qualifying lineup, apply the finishing ratings and end ratings, and then start with the attempts. 5%, 4 laps. Look at that, my math worked. We don't need the full pace lap, I don't think. Actually, we might. Yeah, I'm going to turn full pace lap on, for yellow flags off, cloudy weather, the right car set, 4 laps, damage realistic, which hopefully that shouldn't be an issue. I think we are good. Should I look up what the weather was in Indianapolis and at the exact time of the race? Matt Thrasher is going to Michigan. I am jealous. I am jealous.
Drivers, to your cars.
Alrighty. And I made sure to use the ABC ticker because I saw that it was being broadcast on ABC. Yeah, there's that ride height issue I was talking about. You can see I'm just kind of sinking into the track just a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't show up too much in the replay. Otherwise I might have to do a version where it's just the AI cars racing. See you later, Tom the Gallade. Probably that's pronounced. Whoa, I took that turn too early. Whoa. How we finish qualifying doesn't matter because we're just going to be changing it anyway. Jesus Christ. Alright, I saved it. Mistaken, there's 4 qualifying laps. Yep, for Indy. Zooming all the way, just that mirror goes away. when they start blinking. I think that's something with my graphics card, actually. Of course, except for me, Danica's dead last. If it weren't for me, Danica would be last. Oh no! Hold up, J.R. Hildebrand. I should do a 2001 rewriting of the Daytona 500, shouldn't I? I just have no idea how I'd edit it once I get the proper recreation or rewriting down. Since that's new to me, I have no idea how I would go about editing that. I'd have to get different sound clips from other races of the driver in question we want to win, winning said race. That lap was still somehow my fastest, that last one, even though I hit the wall. Ironically, the lap where I hit the wall was my fastest lap. Alrighty. So now we save this. Alright, we'll have about 45 minutes or so of setup, and then 45 minutes to an hour of the rewriting. Alright, so that is saved. Exit out. Alright, so this is where it's going to get a little complicated. Bring in the Savegame Editor. Go away, Super Anti-Spyware. Update. Open PC. Look how little space is left on all my hard drives. So sad. 18 gigs, 20 gigs, 4 gigs, 6 gigs. Alright, C drive. Why did my camera just turn on, off and on? Papyrus. Hold on. I think my stupid camera's having issues. Alright, NASCAR Racing 2003 season. Players, that's right. Marco Andretti. Save game. 2006 Indianapolis. Alright. Danica Patrick qualified on the pole? Not for long. What kind of universe do we live in? An alternate one that'll be changed. That kind of one. Alright, so so back to the restart. I'm trying not to play too much of any individual clip at one time. So it was Michael Andretti that qualified first, I know that. Marco was second, but he's right here, so he's fourth back. These two cars right here, I believe, are lapped cars. And then third is Scott Dixon. I believe this is Hornish right behind him. And then everyone else back will just go by the finishing order on racingreference.info, but we'll have those first like 5 or 6 cars be accurate to this restart on this this replay here. Alright, so first we gotta move Michael Andretti up to first. Alright, we gotta find out who those 2 lapped cars were, but then it's myself, Marco, technically into fourth, but there's the 2 lapped cars in front of me. So we'll find out who those guys are. Marco Andretti. Scott Dixon, I believe, was between Andretti and then Hornish. Hornish passed him. Alrighty. So now we gotta listen carefully and hear who those lapped cars are.
There will be 4 laps remaining at Indianapolis. And look at the traffic behind him. That's Marco, 4 cars back. That's lapped vehicles in between.
Is that Herta in his second position? I've seen it right now.
I don't think so.
It's Brian Herta in his second position now.
Alright, who did he say? Brian Herta. Number 7. Why do we have 2 Danica Patricks? God damn it. Alright, we gotta start this over. Unless... No, that's gonna annoy me. Darn it. I just realized there's 2 Danica Patricks. 1 is already enough. Suppose I should look at the Scott Sharp. I think everyone else was the same. Alright, I'm just making sure there's no repeat drivers. There's 2 Danicas, but... Alright, get rid of Danica and bring in Brian Herta. Alright, they all look the same. Alright, so unfortunately, we gotta do that qualifying over again. Sorry guys, shouldn't be too much longer before we're up and going. I think all the other names are correct to their numbers now. Darn it. I knew I was probably making some sort of mistake. Qualifying over again, save, and then go back to what we were doing. We have to use the Savegame Editor. We'll adjust like the first 6, 7 drivers, including the lapped cars. After we save that, apply the ratings on NN ratings, the finishing ratings, and then start with the rewriting attempts. Times don't matter too much because I'm just changing it later anyway. 14th. I'll do about a half or 45 minutes of the setup stuff and then 45 minutes or so of the rewriting attempts. Hour and a half total. Concentrating so hard on this qualifying laps and just changing it right afterwards anyway. Did what each driver wants to do while qualifying for the Indy. Make each lap a little bit faster than the previous one. Actually qualified on the top half. Although I gotta save this now and then exit out and then do what we did before. Alright, so Michael Andretti first. Sorry, I forgot to click back on the chat again. I just realized that, and then now I'm back in the non-chat window. Alright, so first Michael Andretti to first. I'll turn the chat back on once we start with the rewriting attempts. Brian Herta second. Alright, who was third? Who was that other to lapped car? That's what we got to find out now.
I don't think so.
It's Brian Herta in the second position now.
Yes, it is.
It's a team car. He can help Michael win this race if he can just hold that line. It's Marco in the second place. He immediately gets out of the way. Marco's going by on the outside. Brian Herta's going to tuck right back in. Then it's Hordish.
Alright, I don't know who that other lapped car was, but if Brian Herta was that lapped car right there, I'm going to assume the other lapped car was probably PG Jones. A few laps down. I'm just going to assume I'm just going to put PG Jones in third, since he was right next to Brian Herta on the standings. Alright, and then Marco, myself, in fourth. And I need to move up to first. And it looks like the first lap I'll see when Marco makes the pass. And then you guys all know the... Why'd that go away? You guys all know the infamous finish where Hornish passes Marco on the front stretch at the very last second. Alright, Scott Dixon, third. Or technically third, but pay no order to the finishing position. It's just the qualifying order. That's just where we're having them start. Marco, I'm technically going to be in second. These cars are technically lapped down. Alright, so everyone after that, we are just going by by their standings on here. Alright, so then Weldon, after Hornish. Where's Hornish? All right. And Weldon after Hornish. Tony Canon. Scott Dixon, we left him there. All right, Dario Franchitti. Danica Patrick. Scott Sharp. Vitor Mira. Excuse me. And Carpenter. Buddy Lazier, who we don't have, but who's number 5? Sarah Fisher. Another mistake I made, but make no mistake. Just pretend that's Buddy Lazier, the number 5. All right, Eddie Cheever. Max Pappas. All right. Alrighty. Save. So everyone from Weldon on back, from 7th on back, we're just going by the finishing order. 6, 1 through 4, or yeah. The first 4 positions in 1 through 6 are based on their restart, and then Brian Herta and PG Jones, I believe, were lapped down. They kind of were in between 1st and 2nd of Michael and Marco. See you later. See you later, Matt. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so I got to see when Marco makes this pass. On what lap and when. All right, so he passes Michael right on the outside, right at the start-finish line with 3 to go. All right. So now that I know that, gonna save that one more time. Exit out. Now, need to go to and ratings. All right, just about ready to get started with the attempts, the rewriting attempts. Indy 2006 Indy 500. All right, Sarah Fisher. I'm going to change that right here. I forgot. Alright, select all. Import ratings from real life data. Alright, so we'll just save those. So we'll just save the name. All the other names are correct except for that one. Scroll down to 2006. I said IndyCar Series. Whoops, should click that first. Alright, 2006. Indy 500. Finishing ratings. Use recreate realistic single race finishes. Use N ratings to play after running through qualifying sessions, saving and exiting the game, which we already did and adjusted the restart lineup exactly how we want. So this is gonna apply everyone's rating. Why are these two not matching up? Are either of these spelled incorrectly? Tony Canon or Sam Hornish? Do we need to have Junior in here? Is that why it didn't match up? Yeah, I think there's 2 A's instead of 2 N's. There we go. So we'll try that one more time. Just about ready to get started. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. I wanted to do this on the video so you guys could see what I'm all doing for the setup for this. Alright, do the same thing. Finishing ratings. Apply. Alright, it mapped out to everyone. Save modified cars. Continue. Did I say PG again? I meant PJ Jones. Alrighty, I think we are ready to get started. Hopefully I didn't make the difficulty too high. That's right, I might need to adjust some things in the track I and I, like the bunching distance, the pacing distance for the start. But everything else I think I have. Alright. Resume save race. Click back on the chat. Make sure that ain't frozen. Alrighty.
Drivers, start your
We'll go into chase view. Oh, zoom out. We want to be able to see the mirror. So Michael Andretti in this Vonage car right here, the number 1, is in first. Pay no attention to the numbers. Pretend Herta and Jones are lapped cars, so I'm in second behind my father, I believe. I don't know that exact lineage, but I think that's correct. And Dixon is in third, Hornish in fourth. I might have to, yeah. I think after the first couple attempts, I'm going to need to exit out. I need to increase the pacing and the bunching distance to have it be more single file of a start. But it's only a 4-lap attempt, so we can at least try. See what the... We can see what the rest of the AI settings look like on this 4-lap. Restart. Turn the AI acceleration down just a little bit. So I think I turned the AI settings a little too high. Alright, so bunching settings, bunching distance, pacing distance, AI accel, possibly AI drag. And yeah, they're way... Oh no! Scott Dixon, how could you? Alright, so I did not exactly restore glory to the Andretti name with that attempt. Whoops. Yeah, I definitely need to make some changes to the track settings. Alright, that's what I was worried about. How I look kind of sunken into the track, but holy crap, who was that? I got airborne. Scott Sharp. Jeez. Alright, definitely need to adjust some track I&I settings, which we can do since we already have everything else adjusted. Alright, so back into the track I&I. Alright, AI Excel, turn this down to 8.9. Drag. punching distance. He recommended 10, so I'll set it to 10. Drafting has increased a little bit more with the Indy cars, especially in this era. Alright, AI pacing distance. 15. Alright, save, and I have yellow flags off, so shouldn't have any of those stupid glitchy starts. Alright, see if we have any better luck now. Click back on the chat. I won't forget that. Resume save race. Alright, let's see if they're a little bit slower than I am this time on the starts. And we should be more strung out single file. Not only for the racing itself, but for the pace lap too. Increased it a little too much. Yeah, I turned up the distance a little too much. We're a little bit closer together now. Alright, this doesn't look too terrible. It's closer than it was before. And we'll be more single file. Alright, so the number 98 and the number 7 are a lap down. I'm battling, I believe, my father for the win before Hornish can possibly catch up and have anything to say about it. So we make that first pass. So we need to have the number 1 caught and passed by the end of this first lap. Right as we're starting 3 to go. Catch him in that amount of time. Look who's right behind me. Darn it. I knew I had the difficulty a little too high. Instead of turning the difficulty down, I can just turn the accel and drag, adjust that a little bit more. Jay, do you want Marco to win, or do you want Marco to fend off Hornish so his father can win? So I can pull that off. I just don't have the speed to catch Michael. I don't even have the speed necessarily to pass the number 7. Alright, 1 to go, and Hornish is trapped behind the lap car of Herta. Marco's gotten up to 2nd, meanwhile Michael is still in 1st. Dixon has moved up into third place. I almost have a crash behind me. Alright, so in this alternate universe created by yours truly and Jay Barker, on the first full attempt, Michael Andretti has won the 2006 Indy 500 with Marco in second. We will try again, obviously. Keep doing some more attempts. But it was still Andretti's that finished 1-2. I'm sure that's a better finish than Jay liked than the original one. Uh-oh. Franchitti just sent me upside down. Didn't Marco Andretti flip on the backstretch near that same spot at some point in the Indy 500? '06 Indy 500 rewrite 1. Yeah, we'll try more times. We'll see if I can have a similar thing. We'll see if I can have the finish be Marco first, Michael second, Hornish third. We'll see if we can pull that off. We just need to, I think, adjust. Hornish finished 5th. And we'll see if we can turn Michael's ratings down just a little bit. Oh, yeah. That's why he was pulling away. All his vehicle stats are almost maxed out. Alright, save. Alright, we'll try that again. That, the single file for the restart actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I think I'll keep the same settings.
Drivers, start your engine.
Drivers, to your cars.
Aw, I have to do the same qualifying thing over again? I guess I have to, yeah. Shoot. Alright, we can adjust this while we're at it. Make that a little easier. Alright, so we just have to redo this qualifying. We don't have to do the N ratings, and we already know that order we want. It should be a lot quicker to do. We just have to do qualifying over again. It's only like 40 seconds a lap. And then doing the Savegame Editor will be really quick since we already know the order we want. And the ratings are already adjusted, so it'll be a way quicker setup this time than last time. That's right, just staying in 5th. Why do I keep upshifting? I want to stay in 5th. So even though we're like 20-ish minutes away from the hour and 30 mark, we'll still make sure to squeeze in at least 3 or 4 full rewrite attempts that Hornish doesn't win. The setup took a little bit longer for this one than I wanted to. Oh no! Hold up J.R. Hildebrand again. I'm still faster than my first lap. Alright, 2 more laps. Save the game, or save the qualifying session quickly, exit out, edit it, adjust the starting lineup, and then try again. See if we can try a flow over right as we cross the start-finish line. Oh, why did I do that? The game just crashed right when I hit the wall. I didn't have to do that. And now that qualifying session isn't saved. At least it didn't. At least it didn't delete my entire player profile. Alright, so I won't do that this time. And I'll click back on the chat. I won't forget that. Like 2.5 minutes of qualifying. 4 laps at about 40 seconds a lap. It's a little more than 2.5 minutes. Whoa. Yeah, I was not expecting the game to crash. Damn it, why am I doing that every time? You guys will be pretty excited for my next Patreon request video. Kingster Cole has requested I do an hour-long video of racing with the 2018 Cup mod at Destruction Arena, which is a really high-speed, really violent figure-8 track. I'm doing I never knew it existed. I just downloaded it for the first time last night. I was doing some testing. I was having a ball. I think my car got damaged from that hit into the wall on the first lap. I'm gonna try to do that one either tomorrow or Friday. Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah. And especially from if you're racing in cockpit view. Once you're trying to go through that figure eight, you think you're clear, you don't see anything, but they're just in your blind spot. You get right to the center and just get obliterated. Alright, don't have the game crash this time. Alrighty, so save. Okay. Exit out. I forgot that the save thing goes away once you actually complete the race session. Alright, Savegame Editor. Open, Indianapolis. Alrighty, so since I applied the finishing ratings, everyone should finish about where they finished in real life. Michael Andretti. Ryan Herta, second. I'm just putting PG Jones third again. I'm not sure if he was that other lapped car or not. I'm just guessing. Marco Andretti fourth. Hornish fifth. Scott. No, Dixon fourth. Hornish fifth. Alright. For the rest, we go back to this. Alright. Weldon, Canon, Nixon, Rakiti, Patrick. Scott Sharp, Danica Patrick, Vitor Mira, Ed Carpenter, Buddy Lazier, Eddie Cheever, Max Pappas. These last couple guys whose names I do not know how to pronounce. Alrighty, save. Alright, attempt number 2. We'll do at least 3 attempts of rewriting the Indy 500. Because with all the setup having to do with each one, it kind of takes a little longer than I thought. But at least we're getting good, genuine looking, authentic looking attempts each time. Yes. Alrighty, so same thing.
Drivers, start the engine!
So same settings as before. Except Michael Andretti's ratings are turned down just a little bit, so hopefully I can pass him. As well as the difficulty in general is turned down by about 4 points. Oh, shoot. Sorry, chat. There we go. Oh. It's because I forgot to do that. There we go. I was still in window mode. There we go. I was in window mode instead of game mode. catch... Michael is Marco's father, right? Alright, so there's the first pass. I just need to catch Michael by the end of the first lap. I need to pass him on the outside, going on the front stretch if I can. Come back here, Michael. Cornish. Dixon is catching up too. Still don't have enough speed to catch Michael. And Dixon is threatening passing me each time. Oh, Michael's a little slow in turns 3 and 4. We could be set up for a last lap pass right here if I can take these turns smoothly enough to possibly catch him. Two Andretti side by side. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to catch him. Well, here comes Hornish, about to spoil the parade. Alright, so that was attempt number 2. Alright, I'm gonna save that. I'm going to turn Andretti's ratings down just a little bit more. Michael's. Turn his stats down just a little bit so I can actually have a chance of passing him. Alright, so we'll try this one more time. Hopefully the third time will be the charm.
Drivers, start them engines!
adjusting his ratings for like 15 seconds. Alright, I need to catch Michael in the first lap. At the end of the first lap. Jump this time.
Get ready now. Going green. Pit cars in. Green flag. Green.
Alright, I did not get a good jump that time. No! I did not mean to do that. Alright. So technically I have one more attempt to go. Whoops. Sorry, PJ Jones. Whoops. I was trying to do a crossover on him. Accidentally turned him.
Drivers, start them engines!
Start damn engines. What do you want, Cat? Got that phasering effect from all the engine sounds matching. Better start this time. I was going to start in third, because we're upshifting to third right away almost. What do you want, Cat? Oops. So I'm probably going to have damage on my right side because of that.
Get ready now. Going green. Pit cars in. Green flag. Green.
Ooh, that was close. Alright, now catch Michael on the first lap. No! Well, I don't think Jay probably would have wanted that finish either. Stupid Herta, was that the number 7 that bounced off the wall in front of me? Yeah. Well, at least Hornish didn't win either. Holy crap. Holy crap. At least Hornish didn't win either. Let's go on board with Hornish. Holy crap. Alright, as much as I want to, we're not going to save that one.
Drivers, start them engines!
Need to try to get a win for Marco. I do have to get going soon, so if we don't get it this time, I'll have to do a non-charged part 2 at some point. And by non-charged, I mean I'll do a part 2 at some point, but still have Jay be able to give me another suggestion for a video he wants. But, what was I gonna say? Shoot, can't remember. Alright, I just want to get Marco a win. Come on, 4 laps. Yeah, I will do a backwards big one once this is over. I know you guys want to see that.
Get ready now. Going green. 8 cars in.
Come on, I need to get a good jump at just the right spot. There we go. Hornish is already up right behind me. Oh. Almost got crashed by Herta again. Almost got hurt by Herta. Let's see if I can pass him with 2 to go. Alright, I didn't pass him exactly when I needed to, but we're still set up for a dramatic finish here with 2 to go. With the Andretti's running 1, 2, and Hornish right behind them in 3rd. I'll try to hold off Hornish and make a last lap pass on my father for the win. One lap to go. Sponsored by Credit Juan Pablo Montoya Bank. Who's it gonna be? Two Andrettis side by side. Oh my goodness! Holy crap, I have no idea who won. I won! As I shove my father into the wall, I win by a nose. With Hornish in third, the two Andrettis finish 1-2. Holy crap. Definitely gonna have to save that. What a finish. Insert DW saying that.
The race is over. Come on in.
That's right, the height and grip, it's hard to do burnouts with the Indy cars. Yeah. Holy crap. Let's take a look at that replay. Just, yeah, the ride height for the user cars is the one thing that's annoying me, but... Indy 500, finish, oops, Dinish, rewrite. 3. Alright, so at least I got the win on the third time. Alright, here's one to go. Yeah. The ride height looks a little annoying, but you can't really tell too much unless you're looking really closely. On the straightaways, once that front spoiler, or that front wing isn't gone. Yeah, the front spoiler. Yeah, Hornish in third, kind of lurking right behind there like normal. Here he tries to make the pass, but then I use his momentum to get on the inside of Michael, going into turn 3. Then I have the advantage on the inside, but they have the run and the drafting advantage going on the outside. I was barely touched tires into the... with the other car into the outside wall, and I'm barely able to stay ahead by a nose. There's the finish. With Hornish in second, or third, excuse me. And we got the checkered flag waving and everything. Alright. Screw you, Hornish. That win doesn't belong to you. It's Marco's. Alrighty, so now that we got that saved, we got what we wanted successfully accomplished. Look at that. 0.00 split time. Holy crap. Alright, so that being said, everything like that is saved. I'll have to edit that at some point. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'll have to edit that at some point. Alright. As big of a field as we can get. Doing a backwards big one.
Drivers, start your engines!
Thank you again to Jay Barker for your support on Patreon and for the suggestion. If you guys want one of your attempts, or one of your suggestions, whatever you want me to do race-wise, can I recreate, can I rewrite, can I recreate what so-and-so's crash might have looked like, anything but any fatal accidents. If you guys want me to do any one of your suggestions, be sure to go visit my Patreon page to figure out how you can get me to do any one of your suggestions ASAP. And if you do pledge $10, which is how you get a live stream of your choice, you also get early access reenactment viewing for all my reenactments I post, access to other Patreon content, which I'm going to start uploading a lot more behind-the-scenes stuff and bonus stuff on there soon. A live stream. Oh, there we got to that. as well as a verbal description and visual shout out on every single one of my videos. So it's not just getting the live stream, you got all that other stuff and the pledges underneath it too. I'm going to get them on the front stretch as they're coming around with one down.
Get ready now. Going green. 8 cars in.
So I learned something new every day. I always knew that existed, that where you can adjust the number of total laps for the race. So that way if you want like a 2 to go finish, you can do that. I always kind of knew that existed, I never actually did it though, yeah. We're able to get a 10-lap race down to a 4-lap race by adjusting the track INI. Am I a baseball fan? Not really. If the Brewers actually don't collapse in the middle of summer like they usually do every year and actually make it to the playoffs this year, I'll be rooting for the Brewers as a casual bandwagon fan, but no, I'm not. I'm not going out of my way to watch regular season baseball games.
You've been disqualified for reckless driving.
Take that, Hornish. Holy crap. There wasn't too many cars involved, but the ones that were took huge hits. That was quality versus quantity. Boom. Take that, Hornish. Alrighty, guys. That is it for this video. Thank you so much again for watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't yet already. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to go check out my Twitch page if you want to watch these streams on Twitch. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter. Last but not least, if you want to help support this channel, if you want me to do a live stream of your choice, if you want early access reenactment viewing, if you want guaranteed shout-outs for a month, whatever you want, go check out my Patreon page to learn how you can support. I really appreciate Ryan Fitzy, Tommy Joyce, Kingster Cole, and last but not least, Jay Barker for your support on there. Thank you so much. Alrighty, I think that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please hit the like button once again. Let me know your suggestions down in the comments below. Till next time, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Peace. Bye.